All right, we're back live here from the Mesa Tennis Center in Mesa, Arizona. You're looking at D.Roditi serving and his partner. D.Roditi and G.Joseph, we saw them earlier. There's some new players out here that you may not be familiar with. P.Lamoreaux and P.Teoni. It's P.Teoni in the light blue returning serve here from Roditi. Lamoreaux defending well with that backhand. Lamoreaux and Leone got a lefty-righty combination. So typically what you'll see is that they'll make sure that they have their forehands in the middle of the court. Not always. Lamoreaux hits that ball, lands just inside the court. That's going to force the second server from the Joseph-Roditi duo. 3-0-2 is the score. .402 is the score. That ball goes into the net. That's going to be 5-0-2. Just a heads up, the match coming up next on this court. Matt Wright, Yates and Farias, pardon me. Kyle Yates, Joey Farias. Taking on Ben Johns and Adam Stone. A lot of great action coming to you here from Mesa. D.Roditi with a good drop volley off of Lamoreaux's forehand drive. That ball goes into the net. Lamoreaux's going to take over serving. Yeah, Joseph Williams is asking why Ben and Kyle stopped playing together. I don't know. You know, sometimes players want to switch things up. Sometimes players want to 5-2-1 is the score. You know, try something new. Yeah, thanks, Cassandra. Colin Johns and Adam Stone are coming up next against Yates and Farias here on the center court. All right, Stephen Boyland, I hear what you're saying. sure you're loving this live coverage here. And there are certain things that the broadcast team has control over and certain things that they don't. And so we're going to show you great matches out here all day. And appreciate you kind of a little bit of slack. As we continue to watch, that's a tough serve from Lamoreaux deep to the backhand of Roditi, pushing him way back. The heavy topspin. 3-5-2 is the score. That ball goes into the net. Good. Smart for Joseph to put that ball down. Didn't have to hit it that hard because he got on such a downward trajectory. He's able to cause enough trouble. 5-3-1 is the score. This will be a best of, or a race to 15, I should say. This is a loser's bracket match. Earlier, Lamoreaux and P.Teoni lost to Steve Deacon and Dave Weinbach. That ball goes into the net. P.Teoni's not going to be happy with that performance there. (6-3-2) is the score. It's a good backhand roll from Lamoreaux. And he's able to wear down Joseph. They get that side out. They're going to start serving here. 3-6-1. That ball is called just long. Joseph is going to take a long look at it. Thinks he didn't have to cut that quite so finely. He had his opponents in a weak position. 4-6-1. Tough serve down the tee. There we go. Now, that does look like an easy ball that they should make, and I think he would agree. But he moved his opponent with the serve. Okay, we're going to go to a quick break. We're going to take a hydration break powered by Jigsaw Health. We're going to be back with more here live from Mesa.
People have this conception that pickleball, oh, that's an old person sport, but I don't think they realize how physically demanding it is with those quick bursts and long, grueling points. The first U.S. Open, I found myself cramping in 2 different events. When you start cramping, it's too late. And when I first started playing, I wasn't ready for that. The biggest difference I feel on the court with Jigsaw products is I'm not cramping at all. It gives you that mental confidence that your body's going to hold up. Jigsaw products will provide a lot of value to you both on and off the court.
(5-6-1) is the score here. This is a race to 15. P.Teoni and Lamoreaux doing a good job of clawing their way back into this match, but that's a nice put away by G.Joseph. (5-6-2). And with that side out, D.Roditi begins serving. 6-5-1. That ball can't quite climb up and over the net. That's going to be a point. D.Roditi now serving at 7-5-1 here in this race to 15. P.Teoni going hard at G.Joseph there, catches him on the forehand hip. G.Joseph delivering to Lamoreaux. P.Teoni gets the ball in the chest there, not able to hang on. We're going to stay with this for a moment while we give a quick shout out to a few of the partners that helped to make this possible. Pro Kennex Pickleball Paddles, K-Swiss Footwear, Creamy's Ice Cream, Durafast 40, its official ball of the PPA, and Jigsaw Health. .852 is the score. G.Joseph coming up to the net, plays a nice little cross-court dink from in tight. Not much more he could do with it. P.Teoni attacks successfully. .581 is the score. .582 coming at you. If you're just joining us live, Pro Pickleball Association Grand Slam qualifier here in Mesa, Arizona on Championship Court, and their players are going to take a quick hydration break. We're going to take a quick break as well with more here from the PPA Grand Slam qualifier in Mesa. And we're back live here from Mesa. 8-5-1, D.Roditi serving to P.Lamoreaux. That ball catches the top of the net. It's going to lead to the second server. .952 is the score here in this race to 15. D.Roditi, G.Joseph, that ball catches just off of the top of the net. P.Teoni gets there quickly, and it's a great cross-court dinking rally. Look how low and tight to the net these players are keeping the ball. Tough to attack. Joseph gets a little too ambitious with that two-handed backhand. Not quite high enough to attack. 5-9-1 is the score. P.Lamoreaux. It's a short, low return, something we've been seeing over the course of this weekend, and I'm predicting we're going to see more of in 2020. A short, low return with a lot of backspin. Sometimes entices the serving team to drive that ball hard because it's short, but because they've got to hit on an upward trajectory, it runs the risk of going out of bounds, as that ball did. Miscommunication there from Leone and Lamoreaux. Sometimes happens when you've got forehands in the middle that like that. More typically when you have one forehand and one backhand, players will usually make the decision to let the forehand player take it, but when you've got two forehands in the middle, you've got to make other plans. Joseph had the plan to hit that ball hard at the body of Lamoreaux, got up a bit too high. Ball goes out. 9-5-2 in this race to 15 here in this men's pro doubles. That's an around the post opportunity. Well defended. Lamoreaux was able to get there, seeing that what was coming from Roditi. But the best he could do was play a high ball back that Joseph made no mistake on. 10-5-2. Ball goes into the net. That's going to be a point here. Roditi and G.Joseph, they're extending their lead here. If they can get to 15. All right, there's going to be a timeout, try to stop the momentum. We're going to take a quick break as well. We're going to be back with the conclusion of this match here from the PPA Grand Slam Qualifier in Mesa. And we're back with D.Roditi serving to P.Lamoreaux, 12-5-2 in this race to 15. That ball goes into the net. P.Teoni a few times now has tried to play that down the line dink. I'm not sure that's the best strategic play for a couple reasons. One, it's easier to play that ball back cross court where you have a shorter net, or a lower net I should say, and a longer distance to work with on the diagonal. And two is it's typically easier to maintain the direction that the ball is being hit from rather than change it up. Teoni does a good job getting back for that overhead smash, gets the ball low enough to win the point. 5-13-1. P.Lamoreaux, P.Teoni have some work to do to get back in this match. That ball goes long. Just a reminder, coming up after this match, we're going to be seeing Colin Johns and Adam Stone taking on Kyle Yates and Joey Farias. That is going to be an excellent match coming up in just a moment. At the conclusion of this one, you're going to want to sure to stick around, let your friends know, hit that share button. (13-5-1) is the score. As Joseph and Roditi get 1 point closer to closing this match out, that's going to set up match point for them. Got a match point here, Roditi and Joseph. That ball lands just in. This is going to be trouble. Roditi's got such a tough overhead. P.Teoni can't handle the heat, and that's going to be game and match for D.Roditi and G.Joseph. They're going to move on in this losers bracket match. Coming up next, as we mentioned, Colin Johns and Adam Stone taking on Joey Farias and Kyle Yates. That's going to be a doozy. As you see, Stone and Johns already taking the court. They're going to hit a few balls. We're going to take a short break. We're going to be back with more here. Grand Slam Qualifier from Mesa, Arizona.